This looks different. Maybe because the Hi, hopefully you can see me and hear me okay. Not sure why the screen looks different. I don't know. It looks different to me. Maybe the camera is normally on my laptop, not on the... Let's try it. Let me just try it here. See if that seems... Oops. Any better? Ooh. No, I'll leave it up here. I'm not sure why it's... It feels as if I haven't done this for ages. I can't remember if I've set it up the way that I used to set it up. I can't remember. It feels somewhat different. But anyway. And I've turned the chats off. That's different. And I'm not sure. Hopefully you can hear me. The green bar is moving, so I'm assuming the audio is okay. I'm not even on Skype yet. Let's do Skype. It's because I haven't done it for a while. What do I do? Right, let's get Skype on. Okay, I am online on Skype. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. So welcome to the monthly Sunday stream. So I do this stream once a month on the last Sunday of every month. Oh, it's raining. It's been really hot here. I've been in Yorkshire over the week, having a little break, but it's been really lovely weather. But now rain has come. Quite like rain actually. When I'm at home, I quite like rain outside the window. It's nice. Yeah, so I do these once a month on a Sunday, last Sunday of the month. You can ask questions live through Skype, and my Skype is Rebekah Maroon. So friend me on Skype now and you can send questions or call in on Skype. I also do a silent meeting as well, the second Sunday of the month. So there's two meetings in the month. And it's really great to be here sharing non-duality. I'm really happy to be here streaming. Can I share this link on Facebook now? I'm not sure. What's this button do? It might be the button, but I'm not sure. So I don't want to press it and then cancel the stream. I bet it's that button, but I don't want to. I'll share it after. I meant to look into how to do that, but I forgot. So I'll do it next time. Ooh. So I think I've called this stream Thoughts and Feelings Aren't True, I think. Aren't real or aren't true. Something like that. Thoughts and feelings are not true. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Thoughts and feelings aren't true. Whoop, whoop. And that really is a celebration that thoughts and feelings are not true. Whoop, whoop. Because suffering comes from this identification with thoughts and with feelings. You believe that, well, there's a belief that thoughts and feelings are true, are real, are meaningful, are saying reality. And there's a belief that those thoughts and feelings are more... Yeah, the camera's too high. I prefer it a bit lower. Let me just move it down here. Is that too... yeah, we believe that thoughts and feelings are truer. So the commentary, the narrative, the interpretations are truer, are more real, and more valid than the actual experience, than what's happening. So the thoughts are what's happening as well, but we believe they are truer. This form, thought forms are true, and they're more true, they're higher than any other appearance. So thoughts are the king. Intellect is king. Meaning, because words are about meaning, so meaning is king over the experience. So, as an example, the thought chair, the image chair, the meaning chair is more real and more valid than the sensation of bum on chair. The feeling of the hands on the arms of the chair is not good enough, is not as high as the actual thought about chair, the imagination of chair. And this is suffering, this living in interpretation, living in the intellect, living in that story of what's happening over there being just what's happening. And that can sound, when you hear that, that can sound as if I'm saying you're doing it wrong or something, you're getting it wrong, and you can somehow learn to not do that. You can somehow learn to not believe thought or be present and not be dragged along by intellect and meaning and thoughts. That isn't what is being spoken of. But I appreciate those pointers, those teachings that are saying be in the moment, because ultimately what they're saying is this is it. But intellectually, when the person feels it exists and it's real, it will take that as an instruction, as a prescription for me to do something, to actually apply that to my life and try and now be present, be here. But this idea of you, this dream of you, is not here. This dream is already in that dream. It's already a dream, an abstract imagination, abstract idea, and it's trying to be present. It can't be. It can only live in that abstraction of I am someone moving through time. It's what's already in the intellect. It's already a part of that dream. It's already a thought, an idea, a story. But what is being pointed to ultimately in these teachings, in these messages, is that this is it. This is it. It's not in thought. It's not in ideas, in language. What you long for isn't in time, isn't an idea or an imagination of something that's appearing here, that dream of something else. What's being pointed to is directly the experience already, what is happening. It's beyond intimate, so intimate, beyond intimate, so intimate. It's already the case, it's already what's happening. It's primary. It's not in time. The sound of the rain hitting the window isn't in time. But these words describing that are obviously abstraction. They're obviously interpretation, which is natural and okay for humans to have that ability to abstract and communicate. As humans, we have that ability. But in that ability, there's been a loss of something, a loss of the actuality of the sound of the rain hitting the window, a lostness in the word and the meaning. And so this is a waking up from that dream that you belong in a story, that you belong in a thought, an idea, in time, that you belong as anything, any form, that you exist, that you are here. There is just here, there is just this, there is just all that is happening, everything. This doesn't belong to someone, it isn't happening to someone. There isn't someone listening and speaking and feeling and interpreting and thinking and doing. This is the emptying out of that illusion that there is someone here in the center of life, and life is appearing to it. And there seems to be an unpicking of that mental identity with the story of it, a mental undoing, but it's not a mental undoing ultimately. That just seems to accompany this. Some kind of undoing. But that's not it, because that was never a reality. That was never true. It was never true. This is a collapsing. Collapsing of an illusion, a dream. And what is left is enlightenment. What is left is the natural reality. What is left is emptiness, fullness, nothing and everything. Not someone enlightened, not someone being nothing and everything. Just emptiness as everything. This was never a personal thing. This was never personal. This has always been this has always been a happening. A happening. This is the happening. Life is the happening. How miraculous that this is happening. How miraculous that this is appearing. How crazy to believe that, to believe the ideas that you are the doer, that you are doing this life, that you are creating the sounds, that you are responsible for any of this appearance. What a crazy, arrogant idea. Crazy. That freedom that is being looked for. That love that is being looked for. That peace that is being looked for. Is what this is. What this is. Is what this is. There's just this energy, this uncomfortableness, looking in time, looking in form. Even when it's trying to, it hears non-duality, then it tries to look for it in form. Here, tries to find this as a form. You can only look for something. But what's happening in listening to non-duality is something else is happening. Beyond that looker, beyond that seeker. Something's relaxing or opening up. Something's resonating. something not in time, not in the intellect. Okay, so maybe I'll open it to any questions now. Yeah, you can ask questions now. I'm online on Skype. So feel free. Hi, Sam. I can see you typing. Maybe it's to somebody else. Who knows? Maybe it's not to me. How arrogant, Rebecca. I think it's he's writing to you. higher. I keep thinking that I've stopped seeking for this, but I keep watching non-duality. Sometimes it's nice to watch, sometimes painful. You think it can ever be bad to watch it too much. No. I wonder why you say it's painful to watch it sometimes. But I remember getting tired of non-duality for a period, only a short period. But always getting pulled back. And I wouldn't believe the thoughts saying that you've stopped seeking for this. Because they're thoughts. They're saying this, they're saying that, they're changing. You can't believe any story about this or anything. And stories are a valid part of this experience. We have language, we have thoughts, we have meaning. That's part of being human, but it's about them not being true. It's about this change where thoughts are thoughts and then they're not what they're saying are not ultimately true anymore. But I used to watch Muji like most of the day. I'd sit up in the morning, I'd be watching Muji, like a 4-hour satsang that I'll be doing, Is that too much? I don't know. It was what was happening. There was an attraction to hearing this message over and over. But when I watched it or went to retreats or whatever, it was. Oh, is that true? It was always. I can say it was always a joyful, a pleasant, enjoyable experience. It was always. I wanted to be there. I wanted to hear. It wasn't like I was forcing myself to listen or. Yeah, I don't recall it ever being an awful experience listening to speakers. I always was drawn to the ones who I was drawn to, and there wasn't a dislike of being in that satsang or meeting or whatever. But ultimately, I wouldn't believe the thoughts around this. I wouldn't believe any of the thoughts. Obviously, You can't not. There's that identification with thoughts, and that's it. But they're not true. The thoughts aren't true. It's kind of clear that a thought is just a thought, but sometimes it's not seen like this straight away. Yeah, might take minutes sometimes. It's painful, probably because it keeps bringing up difficult emotions and stories. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's but that's beautiful that it brings up the painful emotions and stories. It's beautiful that it brings it all up. Because it needs to come up. It needs to come up and come out. What's the point in keeping it in? Why would you want to keep the painful emotions and stories in? I'd say bring it all up. Let it come up. If it's doing that, that's great. It's not meant to be an easy thing. It's like a crucifixion. It's going to be painful. It's not going to be like all joy and fluffy, and it's going to be a hard thing. But when it brings it up, oh, what's happened there? When it brings it up, well, after it's passed, it's come and gone. Is there a sense of relief, of feeling a bit better, of learning something from that, what you've been attached to, or what you've been identified with, or where you've been seeking in that? And isn't it like I always find like I enjoy learning about things. I enjoy that. What would you call that? I enjoy that growth. Obviously, pain is pain, but I always find there's always like a lesson found in that. I always grow more. I always see something clearer after that's happened. Oh, wrong camera. Sorry, I have my Skype camera up there, but he's not on Skype. He's, yeah. Thank you, Sam. And just to add, you get stronger. You get stronger. You handle it all. You get stronger. But when you see, no matter what happens, this still is. This always is. A strength develops. A strength is here. Because you aren't this limited character. Sorry, wrong camera. You aren't this limited camera. God, you aren't this limited character you imagine yourself to be. That isn't you. This can handle it all. The emotions, the thoughts, they're all passing. They come and they go. They aren't the reality of things. Just clouds passing through. Thank you, Sam. Clouds passing through. What a nice image. There's such an investment in those clouds. What do they mean? Where are they heading? Where will they take me? They won't take you anywhere. They're passing through. Everything appears here. You want a cloud passing through. You want a thought, an idea, a story passing through. Always this, always free. Okay, so there's no more questions. I am back for a silent meeting in 2 weeks. I think it will be the 9th. Yeah, 9th of June. Yeah, June. So you can join me then. Thank you for joining the stream. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for your question. And yeah, thank you. Bye.